Okay, welcome back, America, to your Caribou Data Science channel. If you are by chance watching this video on YouTube, thanks so much for watching the video on YouTube. Of course, I have a favor to ask you folks today. If you watch the video on YouTube today, I'd appreciate it if you click on the like button below the video for me today. All right, thanks so much. Okay, let's get it. Let's just start out here. Not sure what this has to do with the car. Not quite sure how this wound up over there. Maybe that's not where it belongs. Okay, so let's begin as we always do by looking at the vaccine data for the U.S. We need to remind ourselves that deaths are more important than cases. We also need to remind ourselves that the vaccine will not keep you from getting COVID-19, including the flavor of the month. Okay. And I'm living. Me and my dad are living proof of that statement because I had a very mild case of COVID-19 the first part of the week. My dad had a much more severe case. He actually at one point went into the emergency ER to have an antibiotic administered through an IV because he was having a lot of trouble breathing at one point. And of course, we both, just to make it clear, we both were vaccinated and had the latest booster shot also. Okay. So anyway, we can take a look here. You can see that currently in America, we've administered 534.6 million doses. Of those doses, 250.7 million people have received the first shot, and 209.5 million people have been fully vaccinated, which gives us a 75.3% first shot vaccination rate and a 62.9% full vaccination rate for the U.S. Let's just come over here and take a look at our numbers. Just as a reminder, folks, that we're only looking at the previous 365 days worth of data now, every day. So it's a moving window, one day at a time. So at some point, the numbers for 2021 will begin to fall off the left side of the chart. Okay. So in the previous 365 days, America's had 45.5 million cases, 442,177 deaths. You can see, as it's unfortunately several other countries, the cases are a half of what they were last year. And basically, this last December, January, just basically clobbered our case numbers, and many other countries also we looked at. Because right now, we're the first month into the first quarter of 2022, and it's already the quarter with the most months of the previous 12 months. And you can see January has the most number of cases of any month during the previous 12 months, for the previous 12 months. Weekly cases, the big spikes here, what's this Delta, then Omicron maybe here, Delta and Omicron here. Crazy numbers. What about daily numbers? We can see the daily numbers have fallen back down. The daily cases have fallen back down to 204,804, with an average of 631,000 plus cases per day. Look at deaths. You can see the good news is deaths are remaining. To me, deaths are low in proportion to the number of cases we have in the last month. Okay, deaths are still pretty low. And here's the other good news. At least for the first month of the year, we cases. At least for the fourth quarter of this year, for the first quarter of 2021, it's still the lowest number of cases for any quarters of the last 4 quarters. Okay. What about monthly deaths? Well, you can see here, monthly deaths and December, January deaths are still pretty high because this right here will be 40 deaths per month for a month. Okay. Weekly deaths, you can see weekly deaths. I guess we're going to find that, some good news that the numbers are still below 15,000. And this is daily deaths over here, okay? What you can see is the daily deaths have fallen to on January 23rd to 572 deaths for a single day, with an average of 1,779 deaths per day. Now the question is, on average, for every 100,000 people in the U.S., how many people have COVID-19? Well, the number right now is about 150. Okay. What about per capita? Well, per capita, the number is between, what's this? This is 10, 100,000. The number, let's just say it's 3,000, per capita, a 3,000th of a person has COVID-19. Okay, so we're not even remotely close to half a person at this point. Deaths, well, deaths you can see are below this magical, 50, 60%, 50, one half of a person number here, okay, on average. If you look at this on a per capita basis, I have no idea what all the zeros add up to out there. After the third one, I tend to get lost, okay? So, but the point is this: the case counts per capita or per 100,000 people, and the death counts per 100 are still very low. Yeah, they're spiky, but in terms of the total population, the numbers are still very low. We don't want to lose track of that, particularly deaths. Okay, death is the litmus test. That's how diseases and pandemics are measured. They're measured by deaths and not by hospital beds and not by cases. Okay, because we can see here, Omicron is producing a lot of cases, but a very low mortality rate. Okay. So anyway, thanks so much for your time today, America. And we'll catch you tomorrow with a new and updated report.